Happy birthday, America. It's the Raw wrap-up of the 4th of July edition of Monday Night Raw. This is the post-show. This is the Talking Raw. This is the wrap-up, so to speak, of Monday Night Raw, what we think about it for the Wrestling Mayhem Show. I'm Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on the Twitters. With me, I am in Pittsburgh, PA, where the fireworks are going off all around my house, apparently. But we're also up in Poughkeepsie, New York. It is Mad Mike.
Ho!
There's the peak right
Hi,
there.
tough guy!
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I had to pop it out a little bit for Hacksaw.
A little bit.
Little Hacksaw.
Man, they should have dug him up tonight, shouldn't they?
I'm shocked they didn't.
Yeah,
would have made a better teammate than all of the people on Team America tonight.
We'll get to that. We'll get to Team America tonight. Of course, Bobby.
And by the way, how did they not have a British guy walk in on the team and just call, "Oh, it's a Brexit mogul"? How did they not do that?
Because the only British guy they had left the company.
That's not true. Neville can totally come back.
This is true.
Yeah, but why bring him back for that?
Well, with us also is Bobbyfjtown from Johnstown, PA.
Voted America's best J-Town.
Yes, of course. Though, let's get into it. You already talked about it a little bit. Let's start. Like I said, okay. Generally, I was expecting, and we got a little bit of it because we know how it gets when there's like holiday episodes, and I always feel like they're kind of not as delivered, and maybe we have a lot of gimmicks and everything, and that's about it. And I thought we did have that a bit with the 4th of July antics at the beginning. We got a great food fight. We haven't had it for a while, which looked like the Game of Thrones monster battle of
the battle of the bastards.
Yeah, it's the battle of bastards of food fights for
the
WWE.
red, white, and blue wedding.
There you go. But I enjoyed that, and I think we're going to definitely butt heads on this. I thought the main event was 16-man tag, which sounds ridiculous. One, we've seen worse. I have in person in Pittsburgh when Raw was in town with the like 12-on-3 match that they had. But no, I thought it was interesting. I thought it was a lot of fun as far as that, and they had a lot of meat in the middle, I felt, as far as Raw went tonight. What did you guys think of that last match?
Well, the last match, Cesaro's never going to make it, guys. He's never going to make it.
You saying because Cesaro got beat by Zack Ryder?
Yeah, that's bad.
Yes.
I don't know. I think it's a throwaway thing because it's a holiday match and it was a ridiculous holiday match. I mean, if you follow up on this, is this changing trajectory when you go watch SmackDown or Raw next week? I honestly don't think anything matters right now until after this draft.
That's true, but you make Cesaro look like there are other ways to get rid of Cesaro than having him lose via roll-up to Zack Ryder. You could have him give... Because you want the last thing to be the good guy Americans against the heel foreigners. I get that. Have Cesaro do the uppercut train on everyone and then just walk out and say he doesn't need these 3 jerks. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. Because Switzerland is neutral anyway.
He should have been. He really should have been. No, I think it was an interesting mix that we did kind of team these guys up. Heel or face, it didn't matter. We went by some other divide, which I thought led to some interesting stuff as far as I guess there's some friend of the show, Jimmy Corderas, was calling out the oddities in some of the refereeing choices tonight. Okay, but anyways. Other than that, I thought we had some really interesting dynamics. It could have been a little better, but I thought we had a lot of fun with it in that final match. And it wasn't just LOL Big Show wins at the end of it. Well, at least we gave Zack Ryder.
It was LOL and Big Show. Zack Ryder and Big Show win at the end.
Well, of course. I mean, the whole thing has to. The match, unless we're continuing a thing like where Rusev goes over and is getting pushed as this big anti-American heel, which we already did. Like I kind of wanted him to do a run in, rook down the flag, and beat everybody up and say, "I am America." But other than that, that's the only thing.
Hamburgers and small weenies.
That is the only alternative win for this Raw to end. But the Raw needs to win on 4th of July of all places. LOL, America wins, and I thought that it was fine for that. And you pulled out your tried and true guys, your Big Show, your Mark Henry, Kane.
Parts Unknown's part of
Yes,
America.
he's from Hell, Montana.
Hell, Montana, Hell, USA. As I said on Twitter, I think it has the same voting rights as Puerto Rico. So, same deal. And Dudleyville. No, Dudleyville, I think Ed Burke was telling me on Twitter, Dudleyville is actually like some kind of sub something of Portland, hence the hipsters still dressing as a 90s deal that they got going on there. But no, I thought they had a lot of fun with that. And I didn't realize how many guys you like are not American on the other team, because I think we forget. Even though we're reminded almost on a weekly basis how Canadian Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are, it still doesn't sink in a lot for us.
We accept that.
We accept that, yes.
How do you have a match end with Big Show and Zack Ryder be the sole survivors, and the finish is not Zack Ryder standing on Big Show's shoulders to do the elbow drop?
Listen,
How is that not the finish?
Big Show's kind of old, and
he doesn't need to stand up there long, Sorg.
That's true. That is true. But still,
we were all waiting for the Big Show to punch Zack Ryder in the face, just because Zack Ryder got the pinfall.
And Big Show is like the most flip-floppy of all times. Well, here, let me. I was putting some polls out. Oh, go ahead, Bobby. And I have some Twitter polls that we put out. I wanted to get some of the feedback on this show.
During that last match, we were so not enthralled with it that I was trying to pronounce Los Ingobernables. Yeah, whatever it is. I tried, guys. From New Japan Wrestling, and yeah, it was
You were also
enthralling.
shopping for pro wrestling T-shirts.
I was all night.
As I was discovering,
I ended up with 3. I got 3.
As I was discovering what the pro wrestling tees Twitter controversy was about tonight.
Yeah, that was sad.
That's for another show. But I want to touch on what people thought. So I put a Twitter a poll out just about 10 to 11 tonight Eastern time. How was WWE RAW been? And this is probably about mid that 16-man tag. It says really good for a holiday at 55%, and should have fireworked at 45%. I'm sorry about that, but I only have so many characters on these polls apparently. So kind of a half and half, and our friend Ed Burke, who's a Patreon of the show, he says not bad really. AJ on the mic was the highlight.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I missed half of that because that's when I was trying to figure out what was going on with Pro Wrestling Tees.
I'm gonna say that was not the best highlight of the show.
Okay, well,
I thought it was
that was
both
his
things.
opinion, though. He's probably a big AJ fan.
That's true.
So enjoying some more Enzo and Cass. Enzo and Cass all over the place tonight, by the way, including an ad for Sonic. The boombox is amazing. Had one last week.
Couple of taters.
Yeah.
Couple of taters.
Yeah. So what did you think was the highlight of the night then?
I'm gonna go to Xavier Woods.
What? The thing with the Wyatts? This is intriguing and it leads into my next poll. Mike, tell me more.
And again, if this still ends up with the same problem I have with the Wyatts, then we're back to square one. But their promos are so good.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, New Day has been the worst part of this feud until tonight. Because New Day's been talking about how they smell and making very Rock and Cena jokes. And
They've been the New Day. They've been the New Day.
No, Sorg. New Day is clever. The jokes they have been doing against the Wyatts have not been clever.
Is it because, maybe it's the dichotomy that maybe they're doing it on purpose at this point, right? Maybe it is because they're facing such an evil opponent and everything, so it's kind of weird to have that super wide spectrum, and they have to get a little bit more serious.
I think it's because it's what happens when WWE tries to be funny, as opposed to just when you let the performers just be.
Or has the New Day run out of ideas?
No, I don't think so at all. No, I don't think so at all, because when the dressing up as the Wyatts was a good choice, but then they dejected to horrible jokes instead of saying things like, "Oh, Bray Wyatt relies on spooky projectile children and stuff like that. Like, there's plenty of fodder to talk about the Wyatts.
Well, I think also when you look at like what happened tonight, one, I'm a fan that the Wyatts are back in the shed, or as I like to call the Shake Shack of Doom.
It's Hardy Compound 2.0.
Okay, the not so final deletion. But anyways, I think the vibe is definitely stronger with the Wyatts than it has been in a long, long time. And who wins, where they end with this, I'm not concerned with right now. I'm talking about what's going on tonight, and I'm digging that. And it looks like Twitter is agreeing with me on this. I put out a poll. What did you think of Wyatts versus New Day so far? Because I can never remember if Booty's good or bad. In context, I put Booty smiley face and Booty frowny face, and Booty smiley face got 86% of the votes tonight, including our friend at Brodouche says it's got the Wyatts out of the smoke room and back to the compound, 100% good. Ed Burke, our friend, says he likes how Xavier is actually frightened of the family, made them seem serious for the first time in years. Hope it isn't wasted, as most of us are also kind of concerned with. But no, and yeah, I'm kind of with them on that. I love that there's something different. It's not just them going out every week and making jokes and that's it, and then maybe having a match here and there. It's them going out, and then Xavier's like, guys, whoa.
Yeah,
hold up a second. Whoa. Hold up a second. Are we really going to go to the Shake Shack of Doom? What's happening?
Like I said on Mayhem Show last week, Xavier is the best part of this feud. Like, he is doing good things. He's playing it perfectly.
Yeah, I was really hoping that that you were right on this, Bobby, and that it wasn't just something Xavier was doing on his own. Like, because sometimes, New Day will go off script with stuff like that in the background, and I was hoping that it wasn't Xavier just doing that, like, to kind of pop himself. But the way that they went with this was really, really good.
And it's been a slow burn too. Like it's like, what's he doing? He's just kind of doing this weird thing. He's doing a weird look. He's doing a weird. The first week we noticed, I thought he was doing a Vigo the Carpathian thing. Ghostbusters 2 fans will know what I'm talking about. And I like and we have a lot of time before Battleground. Or we had a lot of time before Battleground, so I think they're doing the right thing there. And I'm excited to see what that's going to be. So cool. One huge moment for me tonight, the Dean Ambrose Seth Rollins couple of matches, I guess. Dean Ambrose come running back out, faking out Seth, and then sitting down at the Spanish announce table, and they come back and they just show you the conversation of him with the Spanish announce table, trying to speak Spanish, I guess. Ending with the promos on top of the table and that fight that ensued. I'm loving that. I don't miss Roman, although Roman still is part of the conversation, at least for what it is and what we do have here. I'm pretty excited about it, and I like what we did. It looks like it felt like between that and like we talked about AJ Styles and John Cena briefly, it felt like a lot of business got done in the middle of the show, right?
Yeah, that's where the meat, like you said, the meat of the show was.
Yeah, we had the holiday thing, which felt like a Christmas special.
It was really a sandwich with 2 pieces of white bread. Just the whitest of white American bread. Just 2 pieces of red, white, and blue Wonder Bread, and in that there was a lot of meat. And one kind of funky item.
No, I'm thinking of and some American cheese and some good old American Heinz ketchup, and in the middle was the stack of meat that happened. So no, I'm very excited about that. Do you guys have any other thoughts about Rollins and Dean?
I do. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
No, go for it, Bobby.
I just want to say that I love the fact that the Dean Ambrose Seth Rollins feud is not really hatred, but more like mildly annoyed with you. But you are my friend still, but I'm mildly annoyed with you, so I must fight you. It's not quite hatred, I just love that.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can all agree that promos, like submissions, cause more impact when you're on a table.
Yes.
Exactly. It is the it is the table factor. Coin that rule. That's right. That's
I
right.
mean, Chris Jericho has taught us nothing,
Mhm.
but submissions hurt way more when you're on a table.
Drink it
So,
in, man.
and so do promos.
Just ask Triple H. Just ask Triple H. All right. Anything else from tonight? Of course, Enzo and Cass out there. We got some golden fruit.
Potatoes.
Couple of
I
taters.
gotta say something about the beginning of the show. My sister is home from Las Vegas, and we were out playing a card game at the table, and we were watching Ninja Warrior, and I flipped it over to Raw at 8. Okay, they don't watch wrestling. They always ridicule me for not really ridicule, but just don't understand it. But they actually liked the part with Bo Dallas tonight in the punch bowl.
Oh.
They laughed at that. They said, "Oh, that was great," and I was like, "See," and then I went back to being embarrassed after the whole thing. But then they liked the Kevin Owens thing too at the end.
And we should also throw a shout out to the Social Outcasts for coming out dressed as the Colonials.
That was weird.
It was great. It was really, really good. I do have to say something about Sasha Banks and Charlotte.
Oh, that was good too. Yeah.
Sasha killed it tonight.
They both did. I thought.
Yeah,
they
well,
both had good
Charlotte's been doing good work, but
Mhm.
in my opinion, this was Sasha's first real good promo on main TV.
I agree with that.
It was almost like she was reciting lyrics for a future Beyonce song. It was great.
Limeade.
Yeah. Boss aid. But yeah, that Sasha Charlotte feud is gonna be awesome. Super excited for it. But on the other side of the Divas coin, poor Summer Rae.
Like I said on Mayhem show.
You know,
The tree frog of WWE.
Explain for people that maybe didn't listen to that.
Yeah.
Why is she the tree
Saturday-
frog of WWE?
Every time the Saturday Night Live. I mean, she finished her match tonight, and kudos to her for that. But every time the Saturday Night Live played the on Weekend Update, when they showed the tree frog story, you knew something was going to happen to interrupt it, and that's every single Summer Rae match. You see Summer Rae out there. Oh, this match isn't going to happen. She's going to get interrupted, or something's going to happen where something gets messed up, and there was a botched spot in it.
And we looked at it, the GIF. I love, you guys were like, I hopped in the hangout right after the match. You guys were talking about it, and the first thing I see on Twitter is the GIF of said botch, and it just looks like maybe they just mistimed a suplex or something.
Yeah,
I don't think it was either one.
It wasn't horrible.
It happened.
I mean, it looked like Becky could have been kind of dropped on her head.
Yeah, in the moment, it looked really, really scary.
And she kind of looked dazed there for a minute, a little bit, Becky.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be surprised if they're doing the impact testing on her tonight for the concussion, just in case.
Dark room.
Could be. All right, at that point, and thank you everybody who's participated in our Twitter polls tonight. We're going to try to do more of them. I'm going to try to remember. I forget the Twitter polls are there because, for one thing, I don't have them in TweetDeck, so I want to try to get them out there a bit more. So if you guys have any ideas during the shows, we'll get some more out. What's up, Mike?
One final thing: the saddest moment of the night. Which, by the way, we didn't even talk. Vickie Guerrero came.
Oh yeah.
Vickie was awesome.
I missed half of it, but what I saw was absolutely amazing.
I miss Vickie so much. She was so on. Vickie, I do want to hashtag Vickie Guerrero for SmackDown Live.
I gotta ask, since I missed it, did she was it cheers or the deafening boos when she came out to excuse?
Oh, they cheered afterwards.
It was both. It was both.
Oh, good.
It was both. But I thought it kind of weird that Vickie showed up this week and Shane and Stephanie were not on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Neither of them were on Raw. I thought that was very odd.
I think whatever they end up doing with the draft COOs, I guess they're calling them now, I don't think it's going to be what anybody expects.
Yeah, it's probably going to be like Daniel Bryan and Edge.
It's going to be... Would that be amazing?
Amazing.
Are you kidding? Holy crap, that's the best idea I've heard all month. That's fantastic.
Frank the Clown and Brock Lesnar guy.
Bobby, you shut your mouth.
We're letting
so-
the fans control the show.
SmackDown's gonna have internet celebrity guest GMs every week.
Oh, we have a shot. We have a real shot. We have a real shot.
We have like a mild shot.
No.
I mean, we have like, you know.
Sorg, I used to work there.
We're gonna pull those strings, man. There it is.
But can
we start you a new Twitter account, formerly employed WWE guy?
No, I would get in trouble with that.
Okay.
Because I know things. I would get in trouble.
He knows things.
I know. I drink and I know things. I'm the Tyrion Lannister of the rest of
the people I can't talk to, the people in the government and people that work for WWE, apparently the same level of secrecy.
I will tell you things off air, Sorg.
Here we go.
But the Vickie thing led to the saddest moment in Raw. Maybe the saddest moment in Raw history, and I'm excluding like memorial shows.
Saddest fake reason to be sad.
Yes.
Ever.
Yes. Saddest fake reason to be sad. All right. When Vickie's being led out by security, she ran into Dolph.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was
And Dolph was like, "Oh, hey, I have no idea who this woman is," which was fine, funny, but then the saddest part hit, and Dolph just picked up the phone, pretended his mom was calling him, and said, "Yeah, I lost again, but I tried real hard." Oh, God damn it! I mean, Jesus, man. I was there when he cashed in Money in the Bank. This hurts. Like, we don't think Cesaro...
I can't believe he got away with that.
Like, we don't think Cesaro has a chance. Dolph Ziggler will never get a chance.
You know what? But in the long run, I was looking because there was a image thing, and again, we're going off Raw a bit, but Dolph Ziggler has been employed by WWE for like 10 years.
Hey, fake Bobby Heenan likes him.
Also made me sad. Twitter is disappointing me all week this week. Jeez. I was so happy to see like there was a Bobby. That's a whole other thing. Maybe we'll talk wrestling Twitter debacles tomorrow on the wrestling.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot going on. We haven't addressed BS Twitter wrestling stuff for a while, and it's kind of a different thing. So let's see.
Some people should take their Twitter accounts to the final deletion.
Oh, there's that. I just have a final note here of sad Dolph is sad, and that's where we're going to end the show. Guys, how much of the show was watchable for you tonight?
I will say 2.5 hours.
Nice.
I thought it was a really good show. I think you can skip the end of the main event. I think you can skip the Ziggler Rollins match because sad Dolph is sad.
No, I would, other than that part, I would disagree. Okay, is that your disagreeing back sound? Okay.
That's my disagreeing back sound.
All right. But no, I think the Seth Dolph match was a good match, regardless.
Yeah,
it was a good match, but it would have been better if it wasn't super predictable.
I'm not gonna can a match just because of the result of it, like that. So I'm gonna give it about 245. I think in the long run. I couldn't figure out how to work 1776 into a time for this. So
17 minutes and 76 seconds. So
Bobby,
really a little over 18 minutes.
Bobby, you have a chance. Can you bring this around and make it patriotic? How much was watchable for you?
14 hours and 92 minutes when Columbus held it. No, I don't know. No.
Wow.
2 hours and 15 minutes.
Okay.
I want to say I really loved the Rusev stuff at the beginning of the show because I didn't know where they were gonna go with it. But when he won and then started chanting USA, and then he said about the hot dogs and the hamburgers and hot dogs, that was amazing. He's by far right now my favorite wrestler on Raw.
Oh, he's fantastic.
Him and Kevin Owens are my two favorites.
He is owning the hell out of this right now. All right, guys, let us know how much of Raw, and that's just kind of a how we kind of judge Raw because it is so long. Although it's becoming less and less excruciating, I think, in recent weeks. Once again, it comes in waves, of course. It's not going to be a winner all the time.
I wonder what they're going to do with a smaller roster, though.
We'll see. Bring up Billy Kay, Bobby.
Oh, yes.
More jobber matches. Hey.
Where's the Oksana theme when I need it?
No, we're going to just have the same matches for longer weeks in a row because they won't also be doubled on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Let us know how much of Raw you thought was watchable this week. Excuse me, hiccups. Hello, wow.
How much was in conservatives?
Let us know what you thought of the patriotic nature of tonight's show, Monday Night Raw, especially if you're not American and you're somewhere else watching the show. Because let's remember, Raw is worldwide, guys.
And all the other countries suck.
Yep.
USA!
Just in case.
Hey, everybody lost to Zack Ryder tonight. All other countries lost to Zack Ryder.
There you go. Take that, other countries. Woo, woo, woo. You know it. Guys, thank you so much. Mad Mike, Poughkeepsie, New York, at Mad Mike 4883 on the Twitters. And, of course, check out his midweek war with Eamon and talking Impact Wrestling. Of course, going to be the final deletion from this week, Lucha Underground and NXT.
Sorg, the next 2 weeks of the midweek war are going to be insanity. We have Ultima Lucha, the final deletion, Balor vs. Nakamura, Revival vs. American Alpha 2 out of 3 Falls. We have Cruiserweight Classic stuff. I don't know how we're going to incorporate that in. And we also have a special guest in 2 weeks.
Oh, yes.
One El Hijo del Cueto, who has sent us all packages of an unknown nature.
Mystery boxes from the Lucha Temple.
If it's Gwyneth Paltrow's head, I'm going to be very upset.
Oh.
R.I.P. Pepper Potts.
Bobbyfjtown in J-Town. Bobbyfjtown on the Twitters. Of course. Thank you for joining us.
No problem.
And, of course, I'm at Sorgatron on the Twitters. Please let us know what you thought of Raw and everything else. And check out all the shows, WrestlingMayhemShow.com, at Mayhem Show on the Twitters. We'll see you guys next time. Keep it raw.